Why, hello, people of YouTube. Today, I'm gonna be going over some options on hand catching your Mavic Pro when you're in tall grass or other situations that just landing on the ground would not work. So stay tuned. If you own a Mavic Pro, you might have been in a situation where you can't just take off from the ground or land on the ground due to either tall grass, sand, rocks, or even water. I'm doing this video to help you see that there is a safe way, and it's also pretty damn easy to hand catch your Mavic Pro. I'm gonna go over about 5 different ways to hand catch your Mavic Pro. As far as hand launching goes, I'm just gonna quickly go over that, and the rest of this video is gonna be all about catching. Hand launching your Mavic is really easy. I don't suggest using your sticks together as you would normally for manual takeoff. Do an automatic takeoff, and do not use precision takeoff. All you wanna do is hold your Mavic and make sure your fingers are under this line, this leg right here, and you just hold it on the sides, just like so. Hold it so it's not gonna hit you in the face. And then on your DJI Go 4 app, on the top left side, there's a little arrow that points up. You click that and it says takeoff with a question mark. And then all you do is put your controller against your side, right by your ribs. Hold this out, put your thumb where it needs to be, look down, put your thumb on the slider, then look at your Mavic, slide it. And it takes right off out of your hand. It's incredibly easy to hand launch your Mavic Pro. For the rest of the video, let's focus on 5 different ways to hand catch your Mavic Pro and which one is the safest and easiest. If you're in an area and you can't land on the ground and a landing pad won't help you out, something like this tall grass where even if you push a landing pad down, it's gonna be angled and it's just not gonna be there to help out. The only way to really fly in an area like this is to be comfortable hand catching and hand launching your Mavic. The first way is to leave all the sensors on and to just fly it in close to yourself. You bring it down to about head level, reach up underneath it, grab it, and when you do, once you've gotten it secure, immediately pull down on your left stick, depending on how you have your controller set up, and it will sort of struggle just a little bit. You'll hear the engines kick up just a little bit, and then it just turns itself off. That's way 1. A1 again. Just reach up under it, watch what you're doing, your finger ready. And it's that easy. Let's move on to way 2. Way 2, a lot of people swear by this way. Flip your switch into sports mode, and that turns off all the sensors. And that's a cow. With your sensors turned off, it's supposed to not want to take off like it does when the sensors are on. However, watch for yourself. Flip your switch. The sensors are now off. So what this does is it shouldn't go up. If I put my hand under it, see, it doesn't raise up on its own. Ooh, but it does! It does! That means everyone's wrong. The bottom sensors must still be activated in sports mode. There's that cow again. I'm in sports mode. The sensors should be turned off. I'm assuming only the front-facing sensors are turned off because, let me do that again. Let me do that one more time and show you I'm not touching the controller. Hands off. We'll talk about that in a minute. It fought me exactly the same as it did with sports mode off. What that tells me is everyone's saying that the bottom sensors are turned off and that's the easiest way to flip the sensors off to hand catch it. That's not correct. I've just shown you multiple times. It recognizes my hand and tries to lift up away from it. Way number 3. turn off all your sensors. So we've turned off what should be the downward sensors. It's in your advanced settings under your sensors. Let's see what happens. Okay, it doesn't go up on its own, so that's good. And it doesn't fight me at all. That is the easiest way to catch it without it pulling away. Now, does that make it the easiest way overall? I don't know. Let's see. That is pretty easy. It's just a pain having to turn your settings off. It's a shame that sports mode doesn't actually turn those off, because that would be a very easy solution. Let me try that again. Okay, with those off, it really doesn't fight you. You can move it around quite a bit easier than whenever all your sensors are on. That was sort of fun. Okay, this is a test with turning off landing protection only. Precision landing is still on. The only thing I had turned off is landing protection. And that's it. That is the one feature that makes it want to fight whenever you're trying to catch it. So if you don't like that fight and you've got a second, just go into your settings and turn that off. For way number 4, if you're surrounded by water and a bunch of cows, some people say that you can lower your Mavic, put your hand under it, it will raise, and then you pull down on the stick and it will softly land and turn off in your hand. So let's try that out. Nah, didn't work. What I just did was I put my hand under it, it went up, and then I lowered it slowly into my hand, and once I grabbed it, it started fighting me and it went up on its own, but I kept holding down, and then it came back down a second time. I'm not so sure if I like this way, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it one more time. That's not so bad. If you don't want it struggling to fight you, that's not a bad option. That makes me wonder, what if we go back? Let's rewind. There you go. And let's try the first way again. If you remember, the first way we tried this was we just brought it down, grabbed it, and pulled down on the stick. And it did fight to get away. So what I want to do is I want to do the exact same thing, but I'm going to let go of it when it fights to see if it comes right back down the way it just did way number 4. And it did. It actually sort of just dropped into my hand. Let me try that again. Huh. Okay, so way number 1 and way number 4 are basically the exact same thing, except way number 1, you can actually cut a step out by just grabbing it softly, and then it's gonna fight to go up. So let it go. Keep your stick held down, and it comes right back down. And you will never get that struggling that you will hear if you just grab it. That's struggling. So if I do the same thing, but I let go of it and keep my hand there and keep pulling down on the stick the entire time, I never let go of the stick being down. It just goes up just a tiny bit out of my hand and right back down into it. Obviously you need to pay attention, because if it loses contact with your hand and you look over this way and you're So we're gonna catch it lightly, let it go up, let it come back down, eye contact the whole time. Now, if it's windy, that could be a little sketchy. Let's move on to number 5. For number 5, and number 5 is the last one I'm going over. I'm really on the fence on this one. I've done this one before, and it's not my favorite. What not to do. After you take it off, there's also an Autoland. If it's windy, gusty, the Mavic does slightly move a little bit on the way down. You're grabbing it when it's coming down all on its own, so you don't have control over it. So in my eyes, it's a little less safe than when you bring it down, grab it, and then turn it off. Let's try it and see. So you want to stand under it, and here's where the tricky part is. You don't want to take your eyes off it when you're reaching out for it. But the problem is you have to get that slider for the auto landing. So if you set that up, do the same side thing, put your finger right on it. And it still hasn't turned off. I don't like the Autoland one. Why isn't it turning off? All right. I pulled down on the stick to get it to shut off. I don't even want to test that one again. So let's just check off hand catching with Autoland. I wouldn't suggest it if you like your fingers. Beautiful day, yet it is incredibly hot, though right here in the shade. Great spot for me to wrap up my final thoughts on hand catching your Mavic Pro. If you bought one of these and you're a little on the fence about hand catching it and hand launching it, it might not be for you. Let me tell you one thing. Everyone's like, oh, feet extenders, feet extend. No, the feet extenders don't do crap. For the most part, they don't do crap. There's an exception to every rule. But I have feet extenders. Never use them, ever. With a landing pad, without a landing pad. Even grass in a nice subdivision that's about so tall is still too tall for the feet extenders. If you like that option, go for it. There's nothing gonna stop you. It's your money. Spend it however you want. For me, they're really not a viable option. Hand launching is. Hand catching, it's sort of a must. If you're out on a boat and your boat's rocking, you gotta know how to do this. So let me sum up the 5 different ways I went over. One is just bringing it down and catching it, holding onto it as you pull down the stick and letting it fight, and then it just turns off. It's really easy. The second way was using sports mode to turn off your sensors. We found out it doesn't actually turn off your bottom facing sensors. It only turns off your front ones. So sports mode really just makes it more dangerous because now everything is so twitchy on your controllers. The odds of you pulling down too quick or maybe bumping the other stick and cutting into your fingers or hand definitely go up with that option. So I'd shy away from that. 3 was actually going into your Go app and turning off your downward facing sensors. That way works incredibly well. If you don't mind taking a second to turn those off, or if you don't need them, then just fly with them off. Catching with those off is incredibly easy. You just reach it, grab up, and it turns off as soon as you pull the stick down. It's that easy. The 4th way, I hear a lot of people, they talk about bringing it down and the sensors recognize your hand and it goes up, and then you bring it back down and catch it, and it fights still. But if you let go of that, then it goes up and then comes right back down. And that way does work if you want to leave your sensors on. However, it's sort of the same as the first way. So you honestly don't have to let it register your hand and then go up. You can just grab it, propellers start to spin more, so let go of it and it goes up, and just keep pulling down and it comes right back down. And the 5th way, and I don't recommend this way, is using Autoland. Autoland is just don't do it. I'm not even gonna go over it. Don't use it. It's dangerous. You're gonna hurt yourself. Just there's plenty of other good ways. Hopefully this video helps you with catching your Mavic Pro. Thank you guys for watching. Let me ask you to take just a minute to go through the description. If you're looking to get a drone, a Mavic Pro, a Spark, something by DJI at Phantom 4, please check the links in my description. Everything that is bought through these links helps me get a little bit of credit so that I can get more items to be able to make more videos for you guys. Click like, subscribe, share the video. Everything helps. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Goodbye, people of YouTube. You can't see me. I'm invisible.